The Sword and Shield DLC packs got announced some time ago, and I think they look great. The Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra look like they're going to be packed with many things to do. We have new gym leaders, activities, and the best part, brand new Pokemon and returning ones. So far we have seen quite a few old Pokemon returning to be in the DLC packs for Pokemon Sword and Shield. They are confirmed to be around 200 Pokemon returning within the DLC packs, and so far we've only seen maybe around 40-ish confirmed. With that being said, we don't know all the Pokemon that are going to be returning, so that gave me the inspiration to create a list of 10 Pokemon that I want to be in the DLC. So far these Pokemon have not been confirmed, and these are just ones I want to have back. So if you guys are ready, let's hop into this. So this first set of Pokemon I'm going to be putting together because they're basically a pair. This set of Pokemon is Seviper and Zangoose. Initially, the reason I like Zangoose and Seviper is because I feel like they don't get enough love. I miss seeing their rivalry in the Pokemon games, as I haven't really seen anything from them since ORAS. Seeing the old traditional Mongoose and Snake rivalry would spice things up in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Plus, let's be real, I would love the shiny hunt for both Zangoose and Seviper. They both have killer shinies. I would spend hours hunting those in Sword and Shield. I have a thing for exquisite and blue shinies. Seviper and Zangoose fit that bill perfectly. Also, I want to use Seviper in Sword and Shield so bad for some reason on one of my teams. Seviper and Zangoose were the first Pokemon that popped into my head when it came to Pokemon I wanted back in Sword and Shield. Don't ask me why, it just happened. I think this is a Pokemon a lot of people want to come back to the Pokemon games. Say hello to Dragonite, Gen 1 Star OG Dragon Pokemon. Dragonite has been a fan favorite for a long time, and I think a lot of people want it back due to nostalgia and competitive viability. I mainly want Dragonite back for both reasons. Dragonite has always been a special Pokemon to me, seeing Lance's Dragonite and Drake's from the Pokemon anime. Dragonite is just legendary to me. That's the sentimental value behind it. The true value comes from its competitiveness. Dragonite has an extremely great hidden ability being multi-scale. Multi-scale halves the damage taken by an attack when the Pokemon is at full HP. This means Dragonite has the opportunity to set up Dragon Dance and attempt to just sweep messes under the rug. I want to see Dragonite own up the Gen 8 meta like it has in the past. Those are the reasons I want Dragonite back in these DLC packs, and I think you guys can mostly all agree with me on this. This next Pokemon may be a fan favorite due to memes across the internet, and for some reason, it loves to travel all around the world. Why not stop by and Galar Furit? In all honesty, I want Furit back so we can embrace the memes even further. Or something that could happen with Furit is getting a Galarian form, that way we could get a new form and the cute Jotonian Furit. I used to run a competitive Furit as well, like almost all the time. It was a Choice Scarf set with Aquatail and Facade from what I can remember. I don't really have great reasonings for wanting Furit back. It's just a random cute Pokemon that popped into my head. All in all though, it's cute, people like it, I like it. Now this set of Pokemon consists of 8 different sets to be exact. Now, I could be the basic guy and say, I want all the stars to come back, but nah, I'm not that dude. I could also be even more basic and say I want the Johto stars to come back, considering I am a freak for that set of Pokemon. But you know what? I won't do that. I want the Hoenn starters in the DLC pack. Why do you ask? Well, I actually have a really deep reason for that. Back in the days of 2003 in Pokemon Sapphire, there was a kid who would battle Pokemon all the time on the way to school, in school, and on the weekends with the neighborhood kids. This boy also had a Sceptile he would bring to almost every battle he was in. And let me tell you, that Sceptile kicked major butt. I brought that Sceptile everywhere with me. It was in Sapphire, migrated the Diamond, then to White, then to Pokemon Bank, then I used it in ORAS, then into Moon, and now in Pokemon Home. This Sceptile has been with me for almost 17 years. Sceptile is my good friend, and I want him to come back with me to my latest adventure. I'm sure a lot of you have Pokemon like that. Well, Sceptile's mine. If you include Sceptile though, you gotta include the Hoenn starters, which is fine by me. Hoenn gang, stand up. Here's a Pokemon I'm sure some of you might not have expected to see here. This is a Pokemon some of you probably actually forgot about. Well, I don't forget it, because it's practically me in a nutshell after a long night with the boys. Sake and Korean barbecue is truly a great thing, and my man Spinda understands that super well. Spinda is probably in my top 5 favorite normal Pokemon. I love also running Contrary Spinda with Superpower, and watching it pull up sweeps for me was also really fun. I've done this many times as well, believe it or not. The Mr. Dungeon games, Explorers of Sky, Darkness and Time, also really helped me get a grasp on how cute this Pokemon is. I'd have a drink of sake of Spinda, and we would do it in style. What does this have to do with the DLC? Nothing. I just like Spinda, and you should too. If you don't, well then you suck. Coming back to a Pokemon from a more competitive standpoint, we have Straptor. Now before I hop into why I want it back for competitive reasons, I do have reasons as to why it has sentimental value. I absolutely love Straptor. It reminds me of a Maverick Jet, and I have used it in almost every single Sinnoh team. It's one of the best flying Pokemon you have access to in those games competitively and in-game. Going into competitive now, where do I even begin? Great moves, killer abilities, hits like a meteor. What's there not like about it? Moves wise, it has access to close combat, return, double edge. It's a hard hitting jet. Yes, I'm more return isn't in Sword and Shield, but there are also really good normal type attacks it has access to in those games as well. For abilities, Straptor has access to Intimidate and Reckless. Intimidate is great for switch-ins and nerfing the opponent's attack stat. It does a great job at nerfing down the powerful physical attackers. Reckless being great too, makes it so Straptor's recoil moves do 20% more damage. That's a very reckless kind of ability if you catch my drift. Straptor could probably do alright in the Sword and Shield meta with good coverage options. Corviknight is currently the best out of the regional birds though, but Straptor would still do great. You were probably expecting this one due to the thumbnail, huh? Yeah, I'm doing it. I want Cast Form in Sword and Shield. Why? I don't know. It's stupid looking and I miss seeing its face on my screen. I dislike it, but I want it back? How does that make sense? It's not supposed to. I guess what I want to do the most is, since Venusaur is coming back, I want to run Sunform Cast Form with Chlorophyll Venusaur. It probably won't work, but I want to do it because I can. Come on, you can't tell me you don't want Cast Form in Sword and Shield? I want to destroy Galar with its face and puzzled look. Watch me online. I will sweep your team with Cast Form. You don't think I will? But I will. When you see that inappropriate design, you will be scared and you will run. Let this video be a warning for anyone who defies Lord Cast Form. That is all. On to the next Pokemon. Here's a Pokemon that I have been putting in the spotlight recently on my channel, and I will give it even more screen time. Y'all, we need Jinx to be in Sword and Shield. The typing it has gives Jinx some crazy potential to be great in the meta. I want Jinx to get some kind of new attack move that makes it extremely broken, and I want to see it decimate lives. A 90 base special attack move that increases its speed every time it hits. It has a low accuracy rate though to kind of nerf it a little bit, maybe around 70. That's the kind of power I'm talking about. Nasty plot too. Let Jinx rock with that and that move. I've also heard Jinx having an alternate cry in Pokemon Home. Maybe a Galarian form or some kind of Mega form, Gigantamax. I don't know what it is, but on a real note, I think this DLC is gonna have Jinx become the goddess she once was in Gens 1 through 3. It's time for Jinx to come back and slaughter everything in her path. After she does another concert though, then I think she will consider it. Lopunny is the main Pokemon from Sinnoh I want to make a comeback for Sword and Shield. Honest to Arceus, I absolutely love Lopunny's Mega Evolution. Unfortunately though, Mega Evolutions are not available anymore. However, what is available is a possibility of having a Gigantamax form. Lopunny, of course, is adorable on its own, and I want it back for sentimental value. But you can't deny, seeing this rabbit have a huge Gigantamax form would be super awesome. A Kung Fu fighting rabbit. I love the sound and look of that. I could really see Bee having a Gigantamax Lopunny. Both are adorable, and despite Bee having fighting types as her typing of choice, Lopunny is the perfect Pokemon for her. Despite it not being fighting type initially, it could still work out. I mean, Flint from Pokemon Diamond and Pearl had a Lopunny on his team, and he mainly uses fire Pokemon. Well, at least that's what he's known for anyways. Gigantamax Lopunny could be awesome though, and I would love to see it. Florges is a Pokemon that has a very strong distinction in the Kalos region. Kalos is based in France, which theoretically should be right next door to Galar. My biggest question is, because of the regions being so close to each other, why didn't we get Florges originally? I am totally lost because of that. Well, it could definitely make an appearance in these DLC packs via a different coloration for Galar. We all know in Kalos, Florges has different colorations. What I was thinking, similar to Galarian forms, Florges could get a color specifically for the Galar region. It wouldn't need a Galarian form, just a color swapping. I don't know what colors it could have, but Game Freak could definitely think of something. I'm thinking possibly a brown color to represent all the nature scattered across Galar, or maybe even a coloration similar to Ball and Leia's forest and town color scheme. It makes sense due to Ball and Leia consisting of mainly fairy-type Pokemon. I love the idea of giving Florges a different coloration to match Galar. I honestly feel that Galar embraces fairy Pokemon a lot more than Kalos does, so it almost makes you wonder, why isn't Florges a Gen 8 Mon? It does make sense for it to be in Kalos though, but it could still work either way, whether it debuted in Kalos first or Galar first. Well, that pretty much wraps up 10 Pokemon I want to see in the DLC packs for Pokemon Sword and Shield. I know these aren't all my favorite Pokemon, but they're Pokemon I want to see make an impact in these games, and I think could fit into the Galar atmosphere. Regardless though, even if they don't make it in, I love these Pokemon, even if some are meme lords. What Pokemon do you want to see in the Sword and Shield DLC packs though? Let me know down below like always, and if you want, I could make another list of 10 more Pokemon that I want in the DLC packs. I'm super excited for the Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra. I think they will be packed with fun and excitement.
If you enjoyed the video, why not leave a like and subscribe to my channel with notifications on, that way you never miss an upload. If you want to support me further, consider following my Twitch where I stream a lot of Pokemon content and all kinds of other Nintendo content like Zelda, Fire Emblem, and much more. Also, I've been reviewing every episode of My Hero Academia Season 4 over on Mystic Sage, so head over there if you're into that too. I would love that a lot. Want to support me further in game called Perks? Check out my Patreon.
Daniel Leone, Lady Crimson, Memory Martin, The Lazy Leo, Matthew Young, Awesome Lego, Jarrett Weez Austin, Sodden Grider, Nigma97, and Kermit117 did, and I want to thank them personally for going above and beyond.
It means the world to me. I think I'm gonna wrap this up though. I'm Mr. Gumbrian, and I will see you in the future for more awesome Pokemon content.